Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. We are expecting some turbulence. Thank you.
Okay, hello. It had been a while, a hot minute. I forgot how to do it, and of course, internet is acting out. I will try to enter with the device for the comments. We'll see if it will work. Because oh my god, didn't face camera for ages. Okay, this one have to go like that. Sorry for the screen for a second, because it will, yeah, exactly. It will open my screen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, 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 everyone. I miss you, and I miss that thing. So, hello, Sue. Hello, Moika. Hello, Terry, my dream with butterfly. Hello, Terry. And hi, Sarah. Hi, David. And hello to all the Facebook users. Okay, here I see that I'm saying hello to Aline. So hello, hello. I will give it 5 minutes to like load, because I'm not sure if it. Yes, it does work on both platforms. I see. Hello, Sue. So yeah. First of all, both on YouTube and Facebook, be mindful of the description box, because it has very important disclaimer that we will touch up on different topics. And remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I'm just a little bit wild and crazy person that likes to talk to camera. And that is part of my journey, and your journey might be completely different. My journey is very bumpy. I have to tell you that my adventure is very, very, very bumpy, and Crafty Banters was something that was bringing me joy for a really long time. And as lately, I have been, again, struggling a lot with mostly myself, and I'm my own greatest enemy in every single department. But they also brought me a lot of joy and a lot of help, actual help with different departments and different areas of my life. And I decided to bring them back because something was missing. I don't know if it was this one, if it was the talk, but more I thought about it, more things were showing me that it's exactly that thing. Because actually, on a lot of the topics that I want to talk with you today, I saw a lot of posts and oh, hi, Rachel! And actually, in Rachel's group, Rachel posted, instead of daily in info what kind of day we have, she did post it to our journal pages, that both the pages themselves and the discussion underneath did touch on the subject that I wanted to talk. I plan to have the pages on the screen, but my internet said that it's not gonna happen. So unfortunately, I don't have them on the screen. But wait, maybe they did load somehow to my studio, but I doubt it. No, unfortunately, they didn't. So what is the Crafty Banter? Because today we are also live. They were happening only on YouTube, but today we are also live in really amazing place that I discovered last year. It's Young Journal and Mindful Mixed Media Art group on Facebook. And it's kind of community that we all need, very open, very supportive, and just good for your soul. And so I did put it in the box, but I will say it out loud. If you are a crafter that is having hard time with posting your work because people can be assholes sometimes, then that group is a place that you want to be. You want to post your works there, and every day somebody is doing something awesome. Uh, Today we will be having around 45-minute talk, because just after that we have another live in the group. So if you are on Facebook, you just have to refresh. If you watch on YouTube, that will be in the description box. I'm pretty sure that it is in the description box. I did check it out. Oh, hello, Sam! Oh my God, everyone are here now. Now I feel very, very pressured. No pressure at all. Okay, so let's see what do we have? Yeah, bring on the crazy. Actually, I'm bringing on the crazy because I think that it has been a year almost since the last one. Yeah, I think so. Because last year was, ups and downs. Mostly downs, but with some great ups. Oh, hello, Belinda. So, what I have been up to? I have been up to ton of stuff. I think the last Banter I did when I started Patreon, and unfortunately I hit 1,000 that. It's not a cancellation, it's just a pause. Because I found myself in the same spot. Like, that thing when you feel like a hamster in a tiny wheel, when you constantly on a run without any breaks, and that's my own thought, because I suck with planning and I want to do everything. My brain is always excited about a brand new idea. The old one is finished, nah, but the new one is more exciting. So instead of keeping myself in check and making a personal progress, somehow at some point, I decided to go back to old habits. And, like old habits die hard, and new habits take ages to develop. Also, aside of my own doing, we also have some fun events. I injured my hand. I probably pulled off one of the nerves. Maybe I damaged it permanently. I don't know. We will get to know that in March. For now, it is what it is. Sometimes I'm wearing my brace, sometimes not, because the brace I'm wearing is actually for carpal tunnel, but it keeps fingers in the correct position, and because also some cool things happened last year, I do have to hold them in the correct position because I'm using them a lot. Except of having like 20 ongoing projects that I will finish on some point. I will finish them and hopefully then do some new crazy stuff. I wanted to I want to do much more than I'm doing, and I would be able to, but under certain conditions. Like we all have only 24 hours in a day, and unfortunately, my weird brain is not understanding the concept of time. That's a big, big issue because I do understand concept of time in the metaphysical sense. I do know how the clock works, but um, dependingly on how I feel about the thing, the time start to be very relevant. If I like doing something, I would be like, oh, it will be just 5 minutes, and I'm sitting with that thing, and it's in my head. It's just 5 minutes, but the clock says that it has been a couple hours. And opposite, I don't want to do something, or something is very hard for me to do from some kind of reason. Sometimes it's just because I'm free. Sometimes it's because to do that hard thing, I would have to, for example, go and admit to someone how messy my everyday is, how I did neglect all the hard work that I put in, is especially with a headspace, the constant work is necessary. You have to be consistent. Otherwise, it will just naturally fall into the old path. Um, Terry says that I feel like I'm on that hamster wheel and never get off to actually do anything. Yeah, and I had the same feeling, and multiple factors come into play. I'm not sure all of them because things resurface. I have been diagnosed with ADHD a long time ago, and except of being hyper and having some superpowers, it comes with a lot of things that we don't think about. Before I started to dive into actual mindfulness, uh, self-care, and before I did the right thing and went to specialists and just start to work on those things, I had no idea how many things is coming with my condition, because I did talk about it on some point that uh, before I started to look into that, I was sure that ADHD, I can't have that. ADHD, it's when you are sitting and banging your head against the wall and you cannot sit still for 5 minutes. And I can sit still. I can sit still for 24 hours if I'm in the project, if I'm doing something that I want to do, something that excites me. I can dive in and have that tunnel view, like I'm working on that thing. I don't have to eat, I don't have to sleep, I don't have to breathe, I don't have to pee, I don't have to do anything. I'm doing that thing and I'm into it, and I will focus on that one thing to the point that I don't see anything else. And that's why I call it tunnel view, because you just see through that opening. You don't see everything that is around, and things are happening all the time. Life is happening. We all have some kind of chores that if we don't do it every day, they will build up. And we also have projects that we started and didn't finish, or when we didn't do that exciting thing, there's another thing. And on some point, you are underneath the wall, and it's not just two projects, two little things to finish, and a couple things to do. It's everything, all the chores, all the responsibilities, and all the projects, and all those things. They are around you, and you don't know when it happened. Because actually, I don't know when it happened. I have no idea when I lost the track of the stuff. And last couple of years now, because the freaking pandemic started entire spiral. It disturbed my order of the day because I made my point to have everything in order, to have all my duckies sorted. And duckies were fine. They were so fine and dandy. And then the change happened, the change that I didn't predict, I didn't expect. It was sudden. Hello. And anyone with any kind of disorder, because it's, I'm not sick, because when you're sick, you can get better. I'm not sick. It's a condition or disorder, if you wish. And there is a lot of them, and a lot of crafters have some kind of mental health struggles, and we can all relate into a lot of them. We like brand new things. That's why we love to have new releases coming, and we get excited about those products. And it excites us very much. And when you have that new stash, you want to just wipe everything from your life and start to play with those new toys, because that's brand new. That's that dopamine shot. It sparks joy so much to do this right here, right now. And though I knew better, because I have been, I will call it in recovery, because I don't have a better word. I did put a ton of work. And my friends here, oh, hello, Jessica. My friends here that are on chat did put a lot of work to help me to get stuff in order. And stuff were in order. And I did work so hard to get to certain point. And when I realized, I started to realize that around probably just after Halloween, or maybe even before, I started to realize that I'm falling again into that pattern. My pattern is very, very unhealthy. I will start to give to that hyper, to that excitement. I will give in to that tunnel view. Like I will obsess over one thing. It will be something that I'm working on, either design or the project, and I will give everything to it. And as I progress, I can't stop. First, I will procrastinate starting it. Then, when the deadline is coming, I get that extra adrenaline rush, and I will, just my head will explode with ideas. And I will give myself to that feeling, because that feeling is awesome. for 5 minutes, like literally for 5 minutes, because you feel so powerful and strong, and you don't have to sleep. Again, you have so much energy, you have so much excitement in you to do that one thing. And I go to bed and I think about my project. I wake up and I think about my project. I have new ideas how to improve it, how to change stuff even more. And I know that I often say that the good things takes time, and if you know that it will make your project better, it's worth to spend that time. But I take it to the extreme. Like project was already fine, and then I started to mess with it, and then it's not fine, because when you are in that phase, you don't see that you are tired, that you have been not eating properly or maybe at all, and that everything builds up around you. And one day there is a wake up call, because something will call your name, like you will not pay the bills and they will turn off the lights. It have not been so dramatic here, but to show that the bigger picture, like either it will call your name actually on your phone, like, hey, so you missed like 23 appointments since we talked last. So what's up with you? What are you doing? And you realize that 5 minutes that you spend on that thing, it's not 5 minutes, it's 5 days or maybe weeks. And everything around you grew to the point that there is no way out, like you have everything to do. You have your chores, you have your projects, you have your obligations. Where is family time? Where is time to rest? And that is my pattern. I will put a lot of work, I will get better, and as soon as that better will settle, and as soon as I feel good, I will forget how bad it feels when it's bad. Because when it feels good, it feels very good. When it feels bad, it feels very bad, very extreme situations. And there is no middle ground. So when it feels good, we also forget really easily how it was before. We adjust to the better much easier than we would adjust to the worst situation. So when it starts to be stable, I automatically, ditch a good habit. I had, hello, Fiona. When we talked last time, I did a lot of good things that are good for me, and they actually be good for everyone. I did a lot of positive affirmation, I did meditation, I did a lot of mindfulness that was providing me relax for my brain, for my mind, and that made me feel good. Again, it was not only my own doing. I did work very hard on that, but my friends worked very hard as well. They kept me in check. Uh, I'm the grown ass woman, and somebody have to ask me, have I eat my lunch? Have I had my dinner? Because I forget about eating. I'm grown ass woman that have an alert in her phone because I have to go to bed. Otherwise, I will forget that I need sleep. And I will forget about it in my head, but my body, it will not forget. And at some point it will wake up. uh, from that state when I'm hyper, and usually it's my body that will let me know that is too much because I don't sleep, so I'm quite tired. Things take more time, and I'm less focused, even less than I'm usually focused. And I'm like, oh, squirrel, and that the focus is gone. So it's even worse when I'm tired than when I have a bad eating habit. I will get weak, and my immune system will go. "Whoa." So I will get sick all the time, and when I'm sick, I don't feel well, and like that hamster wheel start to be harder to roll. So that pause is needed, and I didn't know what to do, and I did something else. Usually, I would just uh, force myself to catch up with all those things. I will spend every single moment to like have a spotless flat, all the laundry done, all the projects sorted, all the emails read, and all of that with the great price, with the price of my own health, physical health, and also mental health. Because when you are constantly tired and when you constantly think about things that you have to do or the things that you didn't do, you don't have time for actual today. Like I found myself uh, focusing way more on past or future than present. And unfortunately, it's a thing for a lot of people who have similar list of issues. And that happened last year. I did feel so good that I convinced myself that, oh my God, I'm so fine. Do I want to do this and that? And every time when the opportunity appeared, I would say yes because I want to say yes and I can say yes. But every time when that opportunity happened, I didn't take even a second to think, will I have time for important things, for that mindfulness, for meditation, to prep my meals, because I'm very fussy and picky eater. So that adds to the issue. And I didn't thought it through. I kind of ignored to the point that actually ghosted anyone who would point like, hey, you have been a little bit hectic lately. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, fine, 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 fine. Okay, I will have to remember to avoid talking with that person who called me out instead of, like admitting that, yeah, I have not been there. And I find it very hard to admit that I need help. And last week, uh, I did a very brave thing that will not sound like a brave thing for those of you who don't struggle with it. And I did ask for help. I I did a summary, like, do we want it or not? At the end of the year, we will make that summary and we will sum up all the things. And my summary was not good. In the keeping my shit together department, because it turned that I absolutely ditched all my good habits I absolutely neglected all the things that I care about and that bring me joy, that overlap with my mental breakdown last year in the spring that was caused by exactly the same thing. So, from spring till winter, I got worse, better, worse. So again, shoot, shoot, shoot. And this time I decided to do stuff differently. I just get over myself. I get over that feeling of being embarrassed, of constantly being an adult person that have to be supervised. Because when I'm unsupervised, it will go wild. I hide my pride into my pocket and I did ask for help because I realized that I did neglect it and left it just, like cancelled, forgot, didn't touch. A lot of things that brought me joy and I couldn't pick them up. I didn't have time for it because I was too busy with covering my bullshit, with coming up with excuses, with finding another way to squeeze one more thing just because I want to do it or just because it is exciting, instead of taking a second and asking myself in my head what actually will bring me joy and happiness. And there is a lot of things that brings me joy and happiness. The only thing that I didn't lose were uh, my friends, my community. That that's why, like under title of the banter is community chat. Because thanks to chat, thanks to those, thanks to going to internet, like looking in that camera and telling whole bunch of strangers that admitting to the fact that I'm the grown ass woman that have to be supervised. And I did ditched a lot of crafty projects that uh, are sparking joy for me. I neglected making any kind of designs or products. There was no time. And when I tried to pick it up, I couldn't because there was no time to make it as good as I would like to. And a lot of cooperations that I had going on just fell apart because of me being constantly late. Guess what? Nobody wants to work with somebody who never delivers on time or at all. And again, I have to thank my friends because one of them, Ian, actually picked me up at the end of the year, and I hope that it's a good word and it doesn't mean what it can mean. But anyway, she connected me. That will be better one with the company, with somebody who actually was willing to work with me, and that was on top of that end, but it brought me so much joy to be back to stuff that I like. Okay, so where I'm again at the very beginning, like with the first Banter. I'm at the very beginning. I have a hard schedule. I have alerts set for everything. When I have to do something, when I have to call someone, when I have anything to do, the alarm will go off. I go to bed like a good girl after the alarm clock will ring. And this week was a hard week because I also jumped back to therapeutic. side had a lot um, had a lot of hard work done because hello Louise, because attending any kind of therapeutic session is hard. It is hard for me. It's very hard to talk uh, seriously and openly, even with my super close friends. And to make things work, I have to be honest. I have to admit that I did fucked up, and it's big part of it my fault. I will not take any fault for the fact that my hand gets injured because um, it's not my own doing. Our fridge broke on top of everything, and instead of making holiday projects, making bubbles, making gifts for my friends, I had to ditch all of that and go and fix the kitchen issue because there was a fridge. When we moved the fridge, there was another thing. You know how it is with house improvement. Until something will, until everything works, we don't touch it because when you touch it, you find another thing. And all of that just crushed me. And I was ashamed to admit to anyone that I can't do it anymore. But that is breaking the pattern because I cannot do it anymore. I cannot live like that. I don't want to. I want to go back to the place that I was good. And that's why I decided to bring Banters back because they are good for me. They are good for a lot of you because you reach out and let me know. You can relate. I go back and read all the comments on the next day, and they also usually make me feel good. And I'm back at the first step. This week I didn't do anything very important. I did only absolutely what I had to bring the routine. Since next week I will start to introduce things one by one. And unfortunately, somebody have to supervise me. And I'm lucky enough to have people who are willing to supervise me. And I am super grateful to them for that. My first step was a really cool exercise that I would like to share with all of you. It's a gratitude exercise. You're supposed to do it in person and talk with someone, but I will get distracted when I'm talking with someone in person, so I did it in writing. To all people who made a huge change in my life, I took time, I sat down, I took a very deep dive, and I wrote them a letter expressing why I'm glad to have them in my life and why I'm thankful for that. Because that is important. And the goal of exercise is to realize how much you have. And I do have so much love and support, so much of that real human connection that is priceless. And I don't know why I got caught in that run, or I don't know what I was chasing even. I don't remember. I don't remember what I started to chase because everything that is important I already have. I don't have to chase it. I don't have to go crazy. And Then amazing thing happened again. My friend started to respond to those letters and accept a feeling of gratitude. I also got back a very, very important feedback that motivates me to try again because we will fall and I will fall a lot. And I'm happy to have people that will lift me up. Um, that also includes um, doing stuff that are not for me, like lists. If you would tell me to make a list, I don't know, a year ago, I would be like, you know, make a list? No, I never thought about writing stuff on a piece of paper. And it turns that uh, I did nothing. I knew nothing about making lists because I was doing them wrong. I put everything that I have to, want to, and would like to, and should, and maybe I could do in the one list in the entire day, and wasn't able to perform all those tasks. Always something is left, and it was bringing me down. Like, why I can't do everything? I did spend so much time planning. Why I can't do those things? Because it was too much. Because not that's not how we make lists, and it's supposed to be a tool that you use to keep track on stuff, not the thing that you use to beat yourself over how many things you didn't do. Okay, about the improvement, I will share as it goes because I again start with the small steps. I reached out for help, also to a specialist, and that is very important. If you ever feel that you are struggling, first thing, go to specialist and ask for their help because that is very crucial part. Second of all, ask others for help. Your friends, your community, your partners. Just admit that you have been wrong, that you did wrong, and that you need help, and you will be surprised how many these things can happen. Okay, we'll go through the comments traditionally. Hello, Anya. Hello, Karen. Oh my God, haven't seen you for ages. So good to see you. Okay. So I did land it. Okay, we have hello. You say hello to each other. That's great. A lot of cool people on the chat. Hello, Carol. Um, hello. I saw something nice. I saw something to put on the screen. Yes. So again, it's a Terry's comment about that everyone finds to hard to admit when we are falling down and we are not quite ourselves. And you know, there is and there is not shame into that. I mean, there is no shame in admitting that you are struggling, especially to those people who are super close to you, because if they are really close, if they are real friends, they will not judge you. Maybe they will, but not in that moment. In that moment, they will care about helping you out. By the way, Terry is one of those people who lifted me up this year. Jess says that it's hard to be uncomfortable because we, as a species, we want to be comfortable, and we often click into the old habits and old ways of thinking, and it takes a lot of conscious effort, and that's true because I don't even know when it happened that I get back to those bad habits, because I was doing so good. I was so consistent, and I can't put my finger on the moment that I stopped. And it's scary thing that you will just skip that one meditation. You will skip that one self check, because that is important to check with yourself, to ask yourself if you have to do it aloud. Wait until nobody is at home and do it aloud. If it's easier for you to just ask yourself, are we okay? How do you feel? Like, really feel. How do you feel about stuff that happens? Because a lot of things happen to us, to people around us, and it all affects us. Even if you think that it doesn't affect you, on some point it will, or it does. You just don't realize it because you don't take time to think about, how do I feel? Do I have time for that? Do I really want to do that? Or do I really want to have that? Do I really, really need that? Or is it just a feeling because it's shiny and brand new and it gives you that 5 minutes of joy and hours of stress? Or is it opposite? It's 5 minutes of stress when you are calling someone and tell them, like, I'm not okay. I'm tired, I'm hectic, I don't know what to do. That's 5 minutes of stress and hours, days, months of good. But it's not shiny, it's not sparkling, it's not tempting, it's something that you really don't want to do it. So you will procrastinate, and until it will build up to mental breakdown, to exhaustion, and like feeling bad in your headspace will give you a physical symptom. Finally, your brain, that part of your brain that is way behind, the one that causes anxiety, the one that gives you all those negative thoughts, that heavy critic, that bad person in the back of your head, it can cause any physical symptom in your body. It can make you physically sick, ill. It can turn off entire system, and you will not be able to get out from bed for weeks. Is it worth it? Those 5 minutes of sparkling joy for a second, is that shiny thing is worth to run for it? I don't think so. Though I do chase those dopamine shots, and I have to teach myself to find a balance between being crazy and being super heavily structured. Mm, I put this comment, but I read the comment above. Um, so Sue mentioned that the heart condition changed it for her. For a lot of us, at some point, there will come something that will change it. And a lot of times, the change, that factor will come in the worst moment. If you don't pay attention, you will get yourself to the point that it will be forced, and it will feel even worse, because admitting to being not so good is it's not pleasant. It's awful, especially when you did so much good job and everyone really supported you and helped you with that improvement. And then admitting that you relapsed, you came back to those bad habits, and you lost the track of stuff. I felt bad because I wasted my time, I wasted my friend's time. But I can't do it alone. and nobody can do everything alone. So I hope that you will join me in the journey to get better. And as soon as I will start to have a progress, I will invite more guests, and hopefully we'll do some exercises together. For now, as a part of my exercise, I will do 2 banters per month. They will be on Thursday. It's this week and next week. And next week we will talk about how does it feel to find someone who is willing to give a chance, and how it feels to work with somebody, how it feels for someone who is quite organized to work with somebody who is a big mess. I will look quickly on your comments. Uh, oh, Stu, thank you. Hello, Tama. Oh my God, I didn't see you for ages. How are you? Um, I will. I love spending time with you. I really love that too. So I don't know why I ditched that good habit of hanging out with you guys. I will give you a link because uh, I see that my time is coming to the end. I would love to sit and chat with you guys, but I got unused of doing banter, and I forgot how much I can talk. Uh, so uh, I will put the comment. No, I can't put it for some kind of reason. I can't put the link. Anyway, in the group, and the group is the first link in the description box. If you are not the member, then on the screen, oh, of course you can see it because it's this way. No, this way. Okay, so yeah, black hand. That's great. How about my notepad? Hopefully without my journal. Okay, so now put the hair behind because the title is black. So the group is called Young Journals and Mindful Mix Media. And please, if you never check it, do hop in. Um, Actually, in 3 minutes, there will be another live stream, and I'm trying to put the link, but I can't because my internet here is still not working. But that is, I believe, first or second link in the video description. And it will be awesome live. And check out the group because a lot of positive people, a lot of good vibes. Every day, somebody is doing something awesome. And I see you all next week. And for some time, we'll see each other twice a month with the updates. And yeah, that will be all for today. And I just want to tell you that I really appreciate everyone who joined me today. And I miss you, and I miss myself. I really miss myself being better, and I can't wait to bring her back. So thank you, and I wish you a great weekend ahead. And see you next week. Bye.